Hello guys, welcome back to the Media Nights. My name is Ari.
And I'm Denise.
And today we're going to be watching the Equalizer 3. I know a lot of you guys have been excited for this one. We are super happy to be back in this world as well. Catch up with Robert. What is he up to these days? Probably cleaning up, the equalizing the world.
He's equalizing the world. He's, keeping the streets safe and probably helping his neighbors and whatnot and a whole bunch of other people. I'm loving his character. I'm loving his complexity. Denzel Washington is absolutely incredible, of course. And the badassery cannot be ignored. So I can't wait to see what they're gonna do with this, because the finales have been ramping up for sure.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting this one to also be quite bonkers, shall we say? And
it's another collaboration with Antoine Fuqua, who's been handling all these films. So I'm glad to see him return, and I want to see some sort of evolution from the previous two. He's been switching up the recipe per se every single time, and I'm very excited, like you said, to see what is he gonna come up with now. So with that being said, guys, if you want to check out our full-length reaction, that's going to be available on our Patreon. And if you want to watch these reactions early, make sure that you hit the join button and become a YouTube member. A huge shout out to Armando Valencia.
And also to Sweet Leaf 80.
Guys, thank you so much for becoming producer nights and for equalizing the world out there. We know that you guys are one of the good guys, so thank you so much for being here. We hope that you guys have a great time, and as always, we'll catch you guys after the movie. Really excited to see what kind of traps he's gonna build this time around for the finale.
Yep. What kind of regular innocent household tools he's gonna use to obliterate people.
Exactly. And of course, we need can't speak today. We need another stopwatch sequence.
Oh, for sure.
That has to happen. Another slow-mo.
Wow.
Ooh, Italy.
Sicily. What kind of bad guys is he hunting down now?
Oh, shoot.
Oh, God. Was he impaled by a rake? Jeez.
Oh, no. It's not the kind of welcoming you want when returning.
Or a kid seeing, for that matter. Neither of them seem too surprised, do they?
Either they've seen similar things before or they knew this was coming.
Yeah. Mi ha detto di aspettare fuori.
He looks like he's just seen the boogeyman.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez,
that's
ouch.
Brutal.
Right in the face.
Yeah, let me get up close and personal. I'm loving this continuous shot.
This is carnage.
Andiamo.
He said, let's go, essentially.
What a great way to just throw us right into the conflict, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they took out everybody but that guy.
Oh, yeah. He's a one-man wrecking machine. Of course it was him.
Gotcha.
You should have let me in. E come mai voi due ancora respirate?
Noi siamo arrivati dopo.
Tu sei venuto qua da solo. Perché?
You?
Just for you.
Damn.
You took something that didn't belong to you. I'm here to take it back.
What did he take?
Adesso sei qui, a parte il fatto che stai a pochi metri da quello che stai cercando.
You already checked out the keys. Super quick.
Your man to my left finger on the trigger, but he's a foot too close, which renders your man to my right dead already. He just doesn't know it yet. I feel sorry for his family.
Oh, God.
9 seconds.
9 seconds. Here we go, baby.
Yeah, there you go.
Giving you the out.
Oh, that's it.
My goodness. Oh! My God. Oh, he was shooting through this dude's head? Wow.
What used to be his head. Oh my God, now it's mush.
Very useful meat shield. You should have listened to him, man. He gave you 9 whole seconds to reconsider.
That's so beautifully shot. I love that, man.
Oh, I love that. The backlit shot. He's like the shadow man. Oh, come on.
What did he do, though?
I guess we'll see, but whatever he took must be important.
Yeah, it must be bad. Because this feels a bit more personal than your usual.
It's like he's hunting. He's hunting his prey, just walking slowly towards him. Yeah.
Well.
Straight up.
Bye-bye.
Okay, the score is going hard. All right. That's a great little detail. How he still always cares about that ring.
Yeah.
It always comes back to that, right? His love for his
Yeah.
wife.
Sei solo?
Sì.
Ok, va bene.
Thought it might have been a kid situation again, but it doesn't seem to be the case.
No.
It was like did they take the kid maybe, just like in the second film, but
Oh, shit. Where did that come from? Oh, damn,
no.
kiddo. Oh,
No.
yeah, no.
Jeez, he got lucky that obviously it's just the kid doesn't know how to handle a gun.
Oh, did he actually
Oh,
get
wait, what?
hit?
Yep, I guess so.
Oh, no. No.
Is it me or does this one already have a much darker tone
A lot
than
darker.
the first two?
That thought literally just crossed my mind, too.
I think even the color grading so far represents that as well.
Yeah.
He got hit bad, huh?
It's a lot of blood loss, man.
Signore, mi
Is he
sente?
seizing?
Yeah. Oh, you gotta take him to the hospital right now.
Porta una coperta, mettigliela sulle gambe.
Yeah, he's still bleeding. Oh.
Questo uomo è caduto.
Come è caduto? Gli hanno sparato.
Tu mi hai portato un uomo che è caduto.
Exactly. That's all that happened here.
I was gonna say, because bullet wounds gonna raise a lot of questions.
Per fortuna era solo un calibro 22.
He got lucky it was a small bullet.
Dove gli hai detto?
No, a casa.
No, no,
guys.
no, no.
Gotta stay put and rest, huh?
Gli uomini cattivi verranno a cercarla.
He took care of all of them. Yeah. So weird seeing him like this, huh?
Yeah.
Think we've ever seen him this vulnerable.
That's the thing, right? It was just a kid, too.
Did you sleep well?
Yes.
Okay, he seems better now.
What's your name?
Bob.
Roberto.
Roberto.
Close enough.
Dove sono?
Where you supposed to be.
Yeah, he found his guardian angel. Got extremely lucky.
Yeah, because what are the odds about the person that would find him?
Knew
Actually,
a doctor and
right.
knew how to help.
And the fact that they also just helped him without expecting anything in return. That's very, very kind.
Roberto,
Ah. Enzo.
good thing I kept my father's cane.
How long
3 days today.
Needed that rest, huh?
It's some old school Italian food, man.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
First thing you got to do after all those injuries and resting.
That good food will fix you right up.
Yeah.
I can't believe we're seeing him like this.
I know
This
this
is
feels.
such a, again, what a way to start your film, right? We expected something different and
Yeah.
how heroic the first two were. And now we get to see him kind of be defeated by a kid, you know?
Yeah.
Got the best of him. He did not expect that. I'm just hoping he doesn't get into more trouble this like soon because he does
Right.
need to recover. I wonder if that's something he constantly has to worry about as well, like CCTV and whatnot.
Right.
I can already smell this place.
I know.
The way these places smell is always fantastic. The coffee.
Oh, man.
Oh, he's doing that
Yep.
thing we see him do. Like his little tea ritual.
Spiace, ma il tè è per le signore anziane e per gli inglesi.
Ow. Thank you.
You're in Italy, my friend. Yeah.
Come on.
You've had a very bad fall.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's the story.
From great heights.
These are good people.
I understand.
Don't bring trouble here.
Yeah.
I didn't look in your bags.
Wow. I did not expect that kind of discretion.
Yeah, he's a real one.
Yeah.
Just letting him know what's up, right?
Yeah. Now I need to know what was in those bags.
Ciao, Roberto.
Aw. Ooh, the agency. That's so cool. We get to see their operations as well.
Yeah.
Vineyard in Sicily, 6.2 miles south of.
Who is this?
Now I get it. No wonder everybody was like, yo, you got to watch Man on Fire.
Holy shit.
Oh, shoot.
Aw, that's
Wow. It's a little reunion.
My God.
Vineyards just south of Palermo.
Who is this?
She looks exactly the same.
Why is a Sicilian winery importing wine from Syria?
Ah. Guess I got the right number after all.
You know all this how?
Just passing through. Thought it might be of interest to you people.
You people.
Yeah, he knows exactly who you are.
Let me get something to write this down with.
No need for that. Everything on this line is recorded anyway, right?
He knows exactly how you guys work. Come on.
Buddy.
Yeah, that's it. Can't
Yep.
track him. He's
Good
a
luck.
ghost.
He knows.
Collins. Yeah, I have a potential op situation.
Just giving them a tip.
Mm-hmm. As a concerned citizen.
Mm-hmm. Man, great use of shadows so far.
Right?
This definitely looks different.
I'm loving how it looks, though.
Mm-hmm.
Has a bit more of a morose feeling to it, right? It's a bit more melancholic than the previous ones. The other ones
Yeah.
were a bit warmer in tones, which is a specifically interesting choice considering we're in a place like Sicily, right?
That's a lot of stairs, man. Jeez.
With that condition?
Yeah. Yeah. Of course, it's gonna start getting sore. I wonder how long a wound like that would take to heal.
I mean, I'm sure it takes at least like what, a month or something like that for the pain to kind of subside.
Do something about it, because you can.
Because it's who you are.
He must miss her so much. From his POV. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
There it is.
They stood no chance. Seems like he's struggling with his own decisions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of continuing to do this.
Yeah, he seems more contemplative than usual.
E l'insalata per lei. Buon appetito.
What was that reaction?
I don't know. What was it in that envelope?
Oh, they're extorting the business?
Probably.
They got to pay the tax, as they say.
Is he finally getting his tea?
Gosh, we could not convert him to the side of the coffee.
It's okay. Nobody's perfect. I have to say, like, you still have to respect the fact that he tried, considering he has OCD. So I understand it's a little bit harder to, you know, kind of step outside of what you're comfortable with.
Sì, ma una camicia ma con I pantaloni giusti. Solo uno per. E il cappello, perché il cappello va bene con la.
It's the perfect fit, man. You gotta.
Yeah. You're in Italy, right? You got to do a little shopping.
Actually, this would be like a very nice place to retire.
Yeah.
For him, I mean, like after all he's seen, you know, be nice to kind of move away.
I don't like how they're looking at him.
Dai Angelo, forza, dammi I soldi, su per cortesia.
How you doing, Khalid?
Instead of the apartment, and now it's the whole town.
Yeah.
He's getting to know. That's awesome.
Yeah, he's slowly starting to understand this. Oh shit!
He knows he's got to do something. That is so sad.
All this shit over money, man?
Yeah, not letting people just mind their business.
Khalid, torniamo al lavoro.
They go right back to work, man. Humble people.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just gathering all the data he's gonna need, right? Making sure he remembers those faces.
And it's also interesting because it's like they can sense that in a way he's like a predator, right?
Mm-hmm. Authority is watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, some people just give that vibe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, wait, Naples!
We were just here a couple months back. That's awesome.
And you know how they're bad guys? They have tattoos and they're riding on bikes.
With the sunglasses on.
Yeah, the sunglasses
Yes.
what really seals
No
the deal.
helmet.
Yeah.
Because they don't need helmets.
Who cares about safety?
Not bad guys.
No.
Yeah, this movie already feels bigger in scale as well. The fact that we're on the other side of the world this time.
Right.
Get to see these new streets.
Firmate.
Sì, ma lei non può buttare la gente fuori di casa, l'ha capito? Questa gente non sa dove andare.
Lucia, queste carte noi non le possiamo firmare. Forse lei dovrà trovare un altro palazzo per costruire il suo albergo.
Trying to buy the building. Oh, gosh. Yeah, it's not going to end well for them.
I was just thinking the same thing. He's not going to take that no for an answer.
Andrà bravo.
Yeah.
Ci deve uscire tutto quanto.
Jesus, man.
That's how they run their business, huh?
Yeah.
Ma perché non mi ci metti a me in mezzo a queste cose importanti?
Queste sono cose grosse.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Achille che ha da fa. Grandi progetti per te.
That blood is on your hands.
Guys are the worst, man. You see these people, they're just trying to live their lives.
Yeah.
Lasciatelo là. A così virano tutto quanto.
All right. That's that kind of trash that we're dealing with.
Taking control with fear.
Yeah, and his fancy ass car too.
Oh, I am. Okay. I cannot wait for Robert to
get involved.
Absolutely obliterate them.
Please.
Yes.
I'm going to the market tomorrow. Do you need anything?
Oh, I go for you. What do you want?
Yeah, there you go. Let him take care of it.
1, 2,
Okay.
3.
All those reps.
Yeah, I go. Grazie.
Cheers.
Salute.
No, I'm scared for Enzo.
Oh, don't say that.
Enzo, oggi sei ospite nostro. Tu sei un amico di Enzo, non ti posso
No,
portare.
that I
Oh,
understand.
wow.
I'm paying.
No. Promesso.
No.
Prossima volta paghi.
That is so sweet.
Thank you.
10 euro, 10 euro.
That is very kind of him.
Now he took off his hat. Those little details, so sweet. Oh. The hell is that?
Is that what they're moving? All those bottles of wine that are being imported to a place that actually has great wine.
I was gonna say.
Collins.
Oh, she's here.
Hydrochloride.
Oh, wow.
Approximately 11 million.
11 million. Whoa.
Wow.
What about Prince?
Only one set so far. No match.
Of course.
Multiple bodies, only one set of prints.
He's not going to leave a trace. Eventually, they'll put 2 and 2 together, right? That it has to be someone from the agency doing this.
I mean, they're gonna have to.
That amount of training.
Smuggling their jihad gear, repackaged, shipped to the mainland.
And from here, it's no longer international cargo.
It's kind of genius.
We're blind on this. We get behind, people get hurt. Keep me updated.
Crazy how they had no idea. They would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for Robert.
Wow. Yeah, and it's clearly a much bigger issue. I'm still curious about like what led Robert here, right?
True, we never did see what they took.
Like I wonder if that was like what he was trying to tackle or if it just happened to be there.
What do you see when you look at me? You don't call ambulance, you don't call police, you don't call carabinieri.
Remember what I asked you?
Yeah, am I a good man or bad man? You asked me.
And you said you didn't know. Only a good man would have said that.
Wow.
Aw.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Because he thinks about all the things he's done, right? And he feels a level of remorse, even though he knows he had to do the things he had to do for, you know, the good of others.
Yeah, bad people wouldn't question themselves that way.
Yeah. That's some great symbolism. How like, you know, the Virgin is always watching or the cross is
Yeah.
always present too.
The audacity to show your face in church after doing the things that you're doing.
Yeah.
Allora, sei andato a pregare?
Non credo che Dio stia ascoltando.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Capite, Mark? C'è anche bisogno che gli sta in gola sti persone.
Oh no.
Ma certo,
Grandi progetti per Altamonte.
They're going to terrorize these people just so they can build their empire here. Reminds me a lot of the first film, actually, how he had to deal with the whole Russian mafia. But this time around, it's here. How Robert just got swooped into their whole operation.
Yeah, even though his approach was entirely just more personal, right? Oh, is he leaving? Leaving. Oh, that's not good.
That is extremely sad. What did they do?
Did they set his store on fire?
That is so unfair, man. The amount of work these people put in on a day-to-day basis.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is their livelihood, man.
All their memories, all those years working to build something.
You also see what kind of town it is, like how the people are rushing to help with buckets of water. Pieces of shit.
They're doing an excellent job at making us hate the bad guys in this, I gotta say.
Yeah.
He's essentially part of the town now, helping out as well.
Of course he would be there. That's just who he is.
Sì, avrei bisogno di informazioni sul proprietario di un furgone.
Yeah, I hope they intervene somehow. Hopefully they're not like corrupt in any capacity where they're paying them off to look away.
Why do you do that?
Oh, habit.
And what is your favorite dish?
Chili con carne. No?
Good choice.
Okay, spaghetti.
There you go.
Better. Con carne.
I would love to show you the real food of Altamont.
Oh, hell yes.
Oh, yeah.
Would you come with me?
Yes. You would love to go with her.
One condition.
Yes.
You wear your new hat.
How long have you owned the cafe?
20 years. It
Wow.
was my parents' first shop.
Wow.
Part of family history now.
You just know whatever's in the. Hey!
What is it?
This is kebab. This is... No, polipo no, grazie.
Oh, he's about to be awakened.
Oh,
he does
dude.
not know what kebab is?
Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
Once you have kebab, you never go back. They're warming us up way too much to this place. Did you notice? I'm so scared of what's going to happen.
But we care now. It's a great way to have us be invested for all these people, you know?
Yeah. It's a beautiful sense of community that they seem to have.
Yeah.
No, okay, it's rebuilt. Look how cute that is.
You also see that they're fighters, but in a different way, right? Like they don't give up. They might get pushed down, but they get right back to where they were.
And yeah, he's not using the cane anymore. He's built up his strength.
Yeah, get that workout in.
Going up and down those stairs, that's going to help a lot. Good for him.
Buongiorno.
Oh, don't you. Oh, I
shoot.
saw that.
Turn and face you straight on if you want to get a better photograph.
No!
Boom. He already knew.
And you're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
This feels so surreal.
This is amazing, man.
Oh my god.
Who are you? What were you doing on that farm in Sicily?
On the phone, just a guy passing.
Passing through.
Mm-hmm. No, but why were you there, though? Actually.
Who do you work for?
I'm retired.
From?
Nanya.
What
Who was your very first girlfriend?
None ya. None your business.
Where'd you get that number?
In the book.
What book?
Little black book.
Take a
Right.
guess.
Police found multiple dead bodies on that vineyard.
Good. Dangerous occupation.
Look at the way she's looking at him.
Mm-hmm.
I look like a guy who kills people.
I'm warming to the possibility.
Mhm.
Not even a little curious
About?
how I found you?
You noticed the security cameras on the terminal building. You
Wow.
rewound 2 weeks. Saw the license plates for the VW. How am I doing so far?
He probably nailed it. Yeah.
I'm just getting started.
Me too.
Crazy how quickly he picked up so many details.
Call.
Ah! Wow. Okay,
had his name.
that was great though. I love that banter.
Ma chi è?
What the hell?
Avete visto Gabby?
È venuto a prenderla uno dei vostri poco fa.
Yeah, you were right. Yeah, they're gonna try to extort him now because they need the police force on their side, I guess, right?
Gabby!
Oh my God.
You gotta be kidding me.
Carabiniere!
Ah! Oh my
Come
God.
on, man. What the hell?
Ha fatto una telefonata che non doveva fare.
Yeah.
Basta!
Somebody told on him. Of course, they would be corrupt as well.
Lo sai che non conviene fare. Oh, portamela qua. Guardami! Portamela qua!
That is terrible.
Stai zitta tu!
I can't imagine how horrifying that must be. What do you do, right? With the kind of job you have?
Yeah, the helplessness that they got to your family like that. Robert, I really need you to step in.
Dottore. What happened to Joe?
He fell.
Mm-hmm.
They're like cancer.
Mm.
And like cancer, no cure.
And it spreads. Well, hopefully you found yourself the one and only antidote.
Wow.
Yeah, getting himself back into shape.
Mm-hmm.
Should I call an ambulance? I got a new guidebook.
There you go.
How'd the search go?
Apparently you're a ghost.
Boo.
Boo.
That Sicilian farmer is Lorenzo Vitale. It's been a decade on Interpol's most wanted list.
Oh.
Seems terrorists were using his farm to smuggle to the mainland.
So I'm off the hook?
For now.
For now, yeah.
You'll be dealing with the locals now.
Point is?
They have their own agendas. What they say is not always what they mean.
Yeah, he already knows. He's got the experience for it.
Why smuggle into the most secure port in the entire region?
I'll circle back to you with the answer when I'm done.
I know you will.
Mm-hmm. It's a great question because how the hell are they doing it, right?
Right.
Why me?
Wonder if he chose her specifically, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, there's more people involved in this that are helping helping out in that entire operation. So it means the corruption goes way deeper than what we're seeing right now.
Yeah. Oh, come on, man. Seriously?
Ah, che bella bambina che sei, eh? Ti ricordi di me?
Piece of shit.
Senti, maresciallo, io ti devo chiedere un favore.
A favor.
Huh. Already. Didn't take him long to ask.
Oh, yeah.
Do we need to cause another fall?
Yeah, they're going to go talk to him finally, right? So he's just been there.
You like being in other people's business.
Trying very hard not to be, but you make it very challenging for me.
Yes.
I believe that everything in life is about timing. Now, unfortunately for you, yours isn't very good.
Your timing?
Mm-hmm.
I'm really beginning to like this place and the people.
Unfortunately for him.
This is where I'm supposed to be.
Oh, wow.
Whatever it is that you and your friends do, do it somewhere else.
Yeah. Leave this place in peace.
You warning me?
I'm preparing you.
Always the same thing, huh? They always laugh at first.
Yeah, until they start whimpering.
It's a buca.
Oh!
Right there.
What's the time, ma?
That was fast.
Yeah, he's back in shape, baby.
3. You don't want me to go to 4.
Don't go to 4.
Nah, go to
you
4.
Shit on yourself. You don't want that. I don't want that. They don't want that.
It's a restaurant. Don't do that.
Tell your compadres that they can leave. Tell them to beat it.
I love it how he just got full control of the situation.
I know. So satisfying.
Take the gun out of your waist. Put it on the table. Piano.
The music in the background, he's so quiet about it. He's not raising his voice at all.
No. Like you said, he's completely in charge of everything right now. Of himself, this guy.
Well, where were we?
I mean,
Back to munching.
you found him with bullet wounds. Like, you should expect for him to be a little sus. Now, his fragile little ego is not going to be able to handle that, of course.
Che vuoi fare, Marco? Di ammazzare sto figlio buttana, va?
They never learn.
Yeah.
Dammi la pistola, forza.
He did say not to piss him off.
La pistola, che parlo?
Oh, what the hell? Ah! Oh my goodness.
What the hell just happened? Robert? Was that you? Yo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy. You have no idea.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
The natural angle.
Oh, yeah, you pissed him off.
He knew they weren't going to learn.
Yeah. Normally, he would have given them an out, but he already knew what kind of people they are.
Well, he kind of technically did, but I guess he trusted his gut, right?
He saw them plotting. He was like, nah, let me just take care of this right here and now. Oh, his brother's he's gonna lose it.
I know. His brother just had a bad fall.
He just fell on the knife.
He just fell.
Yeah.
It's a lot of that
Obviously.
going on here in this beautiful town.
Abbiamo trovato dei pacchi sul retro del furgone. Credo si tratti di droga, ma
R.I.P. asshole. Sucks to be you.
devo mandare la squadra rilievo a fare dei prelievi.
Yeah, that's too loud to hide now.
Yeah.
That's right there in front of everybody. It takes away responsibility from him also being targeted, right? For saying anything.
Yeah.
Ooh, Rome. Beautiful city.
Yeah.
Hey.
Turn on your TV.
Che l'esplosione alla stazione dei treni sia il risultato di un attentato terroristico.
Oh my goodness.
Were you able to ID them?
Syrian nationals. On their bomb-making factory in some 6th-floor apartment. That's where the money has been funding.
Oh.
Makes no sense, Frank. Running to the most secure port in the region. I think they're here. Find the street dealers, drill down hard on them.
Get them to give up their suppliers.
Right.
I work down from the dead, guys. If you're right.
See you at the finish line.
They gotta start pulling from this entire thread, huh?
Yeah, but see, like when you start asking the right questions, it can lead you to the solutions, right?
La CIA apprezza la sua collaborazione, commissario.
Siamo a disposizione.
Al momento stiamo raccogliendo informazioni.
Like to question these men.
Di questo non mi preoccuperei.
Him? You can't interview.
Wait, why not? Did that give them the exact lead they needed?
She's like, yeah, I'll interview him anyway.
What's the deal?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did someone tell you that there was a deal? I need some information, and you're going to give it to me.
I like her in this.
Me too.
She's very firm.
Very.
I mean, you gotta be in this line of work, right?
Yeah, true. Very strong gaze too. Very direct. I love that.
There they go. Swatting the place.
Oh! Jesus, okay.
Damn, the foresight to know that there's someone in the bathroom and probably with a weapon. They just shot without obviously seeing.
Right.
But they knew.
No, not taking any risks, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's gonna flip out.
Gonna be a manhunt.
I'm just scared for the townspeople now.
Right.
You know?
You start asking questions and start
threatening.
Yeah.
Mi dispiace per tuo fratello.
Of course.
Grazie.
Not even surprised.
Yeah.
Cercano una cellula terroristica che importa droga judaista per venderla in Europa. C'è una ragazza, è sveglia. Scoprirà che non sono stati i terroristi. Hai visto cosa hanno fatto con i soldi che gli hai dato? Hai visto quanta gente è morta in quella stazione?
Yeah, at least care for your people, right?
Se la sarebbe accattata qualcun altro. E che la gente sarebbe morta lo stesso.
Oh, that's such a bullshit cop-out.
Allora non hai capito niente. Niente.
Non me ne fotto un cazzo. O sei diventato scemo. O ti stai scordato posto tuo io.
Yikes. That's the way he talks to him?
Tu ti sei scordato chi sei? Barbaro eri.
Damn.
Of course, yeah. They're not gonna be happy with that.
They don't, yeah, they're not gonna give it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
God.
No!
Holy shit.
That is so messed up.
These
The
people
amount of-
didn't, yeah.
The amount of power they have over everybody.
Yeah, these people didn't get this far by being precious, you know? By being scared to get their hands dirty.
Prossima volta ti taglia capo, la spedisco ai tuoi nipoti. Grazie per averci dato una mano, Barè.
Appreciate you giving us a hand.
Chief Burrell is being attacked.
By who?
We don't know. But he has information regarding your investigation.
The thing is, who can you trust now, right?
Nobody.
Seeing how deep this goes, if it's the head, who was also corrupt.
It's not terrorism. It's the Camorra. Be careful.
Look at all the resources these people have, and he can figure it out by himself, man. Oh, they want them gone.
Yeah. Dude, she got lucky. Oh, no.
He called just in time to warn her.
Yeah. Actually, if she hadn't taken that call,
she probably would have been closer to the blast, right?
Oh, we're not looking for terrorists. It's the Camorra.
Signore, deve uscire.
That is badass. Being that injured and still giving out key information so that the investigation can continue.
Yeah, she's a tough cookie. Oh my God. Seriously, man?
Mio fratello è stato ammazzato dalle vostre strade! Portatemi chi l'ha ucciso e vi ricompenserò!
They better not kill him off.
Riesce perché ha ucciso Frodo!
Oh, that's a sick shot.
That's awesome.
Oh my God!
Dude, these pieces of shit, bro.
I thought they shot him in the head.
Yeah, so did I.
Dimmi che hai ucciso mio fratello. O ammazzo tutta la tua famiglia davanti a te.
Yeah, he's not going to allow that.
Yeah.
I was going to say, he's got to show up.
I asked him, leave these people alone. He wouldn't listen.
He did.
You understand what happens now.
I understand death. I understand suffering. And because of these people, I'm starting to understand peace.
Oh.
Yeah, he's going to protect that.
Yeah.
So, do you understand? That's the question.
It means a lot to him this time around.
Here I am. Take me. Just don't do it here.
Mm-hmm.
This is the best place, American. So these people can see and tell others what they witnessed.
There's no reasoning with this guy.
It's your choice.
Oh, he's going for it.
Oh my God. Oh! Oh!
Ora spara pure a me! Sì, e poi ammazza me, eh?
Oh my God.
Oh, wow. The entire town is coming to defend him? Hell yeah. You guys got to fight together.
Yeah.
What a beautiful moment. But it won't last long.
I'll leave this place like a war blew through it.
I'll be waiting for you.
He's so ballsy.
I'll see you very soon.
Hurry up, sooner than you think.
Oh, he's pissed.
I don't think we've ever seen him this angry, right?
No.
Like the way he's reacting to this conflict. It's always been personal for him, but this time around, it's his peace they're taking away, right? And that is deeply personal.
He finally got to feel at home.
Wow.
Right? He got to make connections, genuine connections with people.
What a great adjustment in his performance, right?
Yeah, the watch is coming back on.
It's wartime, baby.
Yeah. Oh, I cannot wait for him to tear through these people.
Yes.
Che sappiamo dall'americano?
Niente.
Può essere l'FBI, la CIA, l'Interpol. Non si sa, dice.
One of those.
La macira era l'americano. Ma brucia che le poste a merda. Rimane, Simone. Rimane.
Coming back already? Well, he did call it, right? He said sooner than you think. He already knew.
Right.
They would be led by emotion.
Right.
And not really plan. And that's the great thing about McCall. He's always got a plan.
And a backup plan and a backup to that backup plan.
Seems like now he's got the entire town at his disposal. It's not just a Coast store.
Right.
A Home Depot store anymore. So.
Well, sometimes, you know, that community can be the most dangerous thing.
Mm-hmm. That poor officer.
I feel so bad for him.
And he did not give him away, though, even after all that.
Oh my God, I'm really hoping.
No way,
Is
he came
Robert
to
here?
them?
I really hope so. Okay, I'm gonna manage my expectations. Calm down. Yep. Oh, he's back, baby. I
You
cannot
guys
wait.
made a huge mistake.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys with the wrong person.
They thought they would catch him in his new home. Nope. He came to yours.
Yeah. Well, because it's another of their problems, right? There it is. It's their arrogance.
I hope you guys enjoyed your last dinner.
I really hope so. Oh my
Wow.
goodness. Silencer and
He
all.
really is like a ghost. Where the hell is he coming from?
Yep. Oh, these guys did not stand a chance.
They did not even have time to counterattack.
Salvatore.
Salvatore is kind of going through it right now.
This is like live action Hitman, the video game. This is amazing.
Triangle, triangle, triangle.
Is it coming from the ceiling?
Yeah, that is what you think it is. Ooh.
Oh man, you better start running if you want to live.
You are not ready for what's about to hit you.
Was that with the corkscrew again?
I think so.
Yeah.
It looked like a corkscrew, right?
I think so.
Good catch.
Nice little callback to the first one. Not so tough now, huh? Without your gang protecting you.
Yep. They're currently otherwise engaged. Imagine, though, you wake up to find your shit like this.
He's not used to this, right? Seeing all the power he has. This is his worst nightmare.
And I love that Robert doesn't go straight for the kill. Like, he lets him work for it. It lets him discover what he's done first.
It's part of the punishment.
Joe!
Oh.
Oh my goodness, that's like a full-on decapitation.
Yeah, stay calm, don't lose your head.
Cute.
I
I think you just said, what the fuck are you?
Don't with me!
You're a little late for that.
Straight to the face. Oh. Is he going to try to, well, not frame him, but directly show the authorities who's in charge of all this by leaving that behind?
I wonder.
Oh. The way that thing is cutting into his throat.
And you can't even move because they'll just make it worse.
You have less than 6 minutes before the pills stop your heart.
I was going to say, he made him take it. That's an agonizing death.
Actually, it makes a lot of sense that he would go to find them because they get to do this, right? The people of the town. He's protecting their peace.
At the cost of his own, in a way, yeah. Nowhere to go, man. That's it. That feeling must be something else, right? Knowing the Reaper's coming for you, that's it. You got minutes. No one is going to help you here.
That's why you don't lead through fear.
The whole cutting back and forth between violence and the whole religious situation that's going on reminds me a lot of the Godfather.
Yeah.
Also, the dark shots don't help because that movie also had a lot of backlit shots and whatnot.
Also lighting like right from the top.
I wonder if it was an inspiration for this one in particular.
I feel like there's definitely some inspiration because you also get like, you know, the family values, the community, but still someone very complex. Ooh! Oh no! Are you okay?
Where are you going, man? Yeah, there's nowhere you can run.
I love that he's just walking side by side with death, essentially, right? That's what Robert is to him.
One's gonna die on these cobblestones.
I feel bad for those vegetables.
It must feel nice, right? Getting to celebrate after the few weeks they've had.
I love how they're using different iconographies to make him look like a villain or almost angelic, depending on what he's doing, because he carries both.
Vincent Quaranta, alleged head of the Camorra's 5 families, was found dead on a Naples street last night.
Found ya.
Thank you.
For?
That phone call.
Saved her life.
Is that your go bag?
No, it's $366,400.
Uh-huh.
So what's it for?
It's Greg Dyer's pension.
His union's pension fund got hacked 9 months ago.
Oh.
You tracked down some guy's life savings. It happens to be a smuggling way
Yep.
station.
I didn't know that till I got in there, but yeah.
All you take is 300 grand of Dwyer's pension.
Doing the right thing.
Is this guy some friend of yours?
No.
Just someone who was wronged.
I don't understand.
You will.
Wow.
He got involved into all this because of that. That is insane.
What's insane is that $366,000 fit into that backpack.
Greg Dyer? Remo Collins, we spoke on the phone.
Come on in. What's this?
$366,400.
US. Yep.
Yes.
Oh,
holy shit.
Imagine the relief, man, knowing that you did not lose your life savings.
Yeah.
How did you?
Was me.
Who then?
I couldn't tell you.
You can unpack everything.
Oh.
That is great to see.
You see how he's changing so many lives, actually. Doing as much as he can. Oh.
Yeah. She asked why, and he said that you would understand. You will understand. After seeing this, I'm sure she knows now.
We got a meeting with the director in 30 minutes.
Oh.
He wants to meet the person who broke up the Italian situation.
Ooh. Hell yeah, getting some recognition.
Yeah.
Your mother would be proud of you.
Oh, it's a little black book. Wow. Oh my god.
Oh, shoot. Oh, man. What a gut punch. Wow. Imagine having to look at her daughter, right? How much he loved
her mom.
Her mom.
Oof, that hit, man.
Yeah, that came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Her mom really would have been proud.
That's why he chose her.
Yeah.
Because he knows.
He answered a question, right? Like he said he would. This is great. So she can kind of take her mom's place now, right? Be his little confidant.
Yeah. It's crazy. She followed in the same steps, right? She's also in the CIA.
Roberto, you forgot this.
His own spoon.
Yep. That's such a good feel good moment.
It's funny because him forgetting the spoon tells us a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's in a different headspace.
Yeah, in a better headspace.
What a
maybe.
detail. Gosh.
Oof.
That really hit hard there.
Dude,
towards
that
the end.
ending destroyed me. Oh my
Did
god.
not expect that
what
at
the
all.
hell? Wow.
This was interesting. I enjoyed this quite a bit. I liked how they actually switched up the formula. Once again, we were expecting this big finale, which I guess there is a sort of climax, right? The climax of the conflict within the film, but it's, the film is more about McCall's internal struggles. I feel like, where he's at in life and how he's processed all of what he's done so far. We see that moment where he's trying to sleep and all he can think of is all the things he's recently done and all the violence and all that. And you can kind of see that he's ready for that peace. He's earned it. And it seems like he's thinking about, why it is that he's still doing all of this, at least in this place. And then once all, he gets to know the town and he becomes a part of the town, essentially, it all kind of comes back once again. And it's like, well, I do this for them, right?
Yeah.
And I very much enjoyed that arc of not justifying, but understanding why you do something and why you're still around and why it's important, right? Like and at least for that one night, he had to sacrifice his peace in a way just so that these people would be able to still, enjoy their town and wouldn't be put in a violent situation. And clearly this has been a very traumatic situation to be in. And these people, they deserve better. And I'm glad that he stood up for them.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed how they took that approach to show us that he can be happy as long as you don't, disrupt that and bring your BS. He's looking for that. And I very much enjoyed how the final scene of this movie showcased that. Like you said, like he left the spoon behind.
Yeah, that was such a small little detail, but it told us so much about him and where he's at right now. And I completely agree with what you were saying. This also felt like such a wonderful character study of him in a way, right? And this felt like a nice way to kind of close out what he's been dealing with. Like he's been struggling with what he's been doing for a while, right? There's this promise that he had made his wife, and in order to do good, he ended up breaking that promise, right? He ended up getting back into this life. And, the way he ended up in this town, it was another gig for him, right? It was him trying to help one more person. and he went through such strife, right? He went through like those really bad injuries caused by a child, of course, out of all things. And it's that moment that makes you reconsider things, right? When you're that close to dying, especially after that horrible fall that he took. But I love that it was so contemplative on like what he was thinking, and it was really nice to see him in a bit of a different light. It was nice to see that he is looking for his peace in other ways now, right? It doesn't have to come through violence. It can come through the right place and the right people, right? It's the people that make a place feel like home. And you know, it's funny that out of all the places that he likely has been to, that this would be the place to make him feel the most at home, where he can just be himself, where people still kind of challenge him to try new things and kind of step out of his comfort zone, but they're still just accepting of him just because he's there, just because, you know, he slowly starts helping out, he starts becoming part of the community without even really intending to, right?
Yeah.
He never imposed himself on them. It just naturally happened. And I thought that was such a wonderful thing to add to his journey. I think it added a lot of depth to his character and also to the movie itself, right? Like the violence, like his badassery is always going to be fun. Like that's never going to be something that we don't enjoy. And like if they make a fourth one, no one's going to complain because it's always fun to see him kick ass. But this was such a great way to give us closure as well, that he's going to be all right. And I really loved that in the end, he's kind of passing the torch, you know, to Collins, you know, the daughter, which was a huge plot twist. And we see that when he finally gives up his little black book. And I thought it was very poignant, and it was very heartwarming. Like that was a great moment. And I feel like she's the right person, not just because of her mom. Like she's clearly good at her job, and she clearly cares.
She wants to do the right thing.
Exactly. Like she's the chip off, you know, both of the old blocks, like both like her mother and her father. And what a great person to kind of pass it on to. I think it's perfect, you know? It was very surprisingly wholesome in that sense, which I did not really expect.
Well, knowing McCall, right, I'm sure he's been keeping an eye on her, because that entire scene recontextualizes everything. He knows her, like, you know, like the back of his hand.
Yeah.
He knows exactly who she is. He's been keeping, you know, tabs on her actions within the agency.
Right.
So, of course, he obviously chose her because he cares about her, but he also knew she would be the right person for the job, and she did amazing. So I'd like to think that he's been, and again, that's kind of like the theme with all these movies. He really is like a guardian angel to so many. You know, he might not be there physically, but he's still watching. He's still making sure that you're on the right path, you know, and that was really cool to see. I have to say, out of all three films, I think this one was my favorite in terms of the cinematography. I thought it looked beautiful, and the way they depicted McCall, you know, they always work and they always play with a lot of shadows when it comes to like him coming out of the shadows. And it's always like, I remember in the first film, it was him stepping out of the shadows, and, you know, the carnage would ensue. So they've always done that. But I think in this one, like you said, it very much feels like there's a certain melancholy to the situation, and the color grading and everything really does help with that. It felt like it could be his last mission. So there's that sense of danger, right? Because of the way that they're showing things. And I think it was a very smart thing to do to start off with him getting severely injured, because it's something that I don't think, maybe he's gotten a little hurt, but never shot, not in this way. And putting him in that position kind of makes him immortal again. I know that obviously he has always been immortal, but it comes to a point where they're able to do so many, you know, badass things, and he's taken down so many bad people that you kind of feel like, okay, maybe this guy is kind of like Superman, right? He will never be defeated. And then to be defeated in this situation, kind of it comes out of nowhere. And I think that's a great way to induce that fear in the audience, and you can kind of bring back that mortality a little bit when it comes to the character. You now fear for him again. You're like, oh, he could die, right? Because even though he did recover, you still know, well, he was just recently injured. Maybe he's not at the best of his ability anymore, you know? So that's always in the back of your head. And I think it was a very smart way to, you know, start this film. And it definitely helped with the contrast comparing it to the other two. This one definitely felt a bit more, you know, grounded, a bit different. I like that the ending was not just this massive gunfight. It had a purpose to it, and it kind of goes hand in hand with all the themes in the film.
Right. Yeah. Because like, it's like we talked about, right? It's him sacrificing his own peace for the people. And even the way he took all of these henchmen down, right? all of these enemies, it was in silence. It was a stealth mission, right? Not because he couldn't handle a shootout. Like, obviously, we've seen him handle it before, but it's about not disrupting the peace of everyone else. And I thought that was thematically a very suitable way to close things out. I think it fit very well, and it took absolutely nothing away from how lethal he can be.
Oh yeah, still badass.
Exactly. Like
still
he's
cool
still
to see.
Exactly. Like he's still badass. He wasn't neutered in that way. And like you said, the moment where he had to take the rest to get better was a time for us to get to know him better, but it was also a time for him to start thinking about what he wants to do, right? Especially because he couldn't help getting connected to this town, and life kind of forced him to slow down, right? It's like, okay, stop. This is not just go back to your next mission. What do you actually want to do with your life? Because it's like, his best friend, I still remember that moment when she asked him, she was like, you deserve to be happy. Maybe you should go back home, but like he deserves a life. He deserves to have friends and all of those things. And we noticed that he never prioritized that. It was purely about one mission after another. And I think whilst he was doing a lot of good, I think it was also because he needed that. He needed the purpose.
Which is what the second one explores, right? It's like, you can't even, he couldn't be in that home that he used to share with his wife because, obviously a lot of emotions there.
Right.
And I can imagine it's difficult to return to a place like that, without having that special person in that home, and at the end of that film, it kind of ends like, okay, he is looking out the window and he's kind of enjoying the view, and it kind of insinuates, okay, maybe he's ready for the step. And then here we actually get to see him, move on as a character and actually enjoying those little moments in life that are so important, right?
Yeah.
So I like that in this one, it's him attempting to have a normal life and enjoying what he has here as he's recovering, and then some external force,
of course,
has to come through and ruin everything.
Right, because he can't just have peace, like he always has to wander into something that's significantly larger than just this one task. I also have to agree with you when it comes to the visual aspect of this. I love the use of lighting and different kind of I mentioned that in the reaction, like different iconographies to kind of show where he's at, right? I love that in the beginning and multiple other stages in the movie we see him like backlit, right? But also a lot of times we see the light kind of shining down on him, almost like he is a holy figure, right?
Absolutely.
To show that it's like you said, like he's a vengeful angel, right? Like he's not the one that's all nice and sweet and, it's not about butterflies and unicorns. It's about, how hard you have to fight sometimes for peace and the things that you have to do. And that's him. But also love that, towards the end when he was just walking with Vincent of while he was dragging himself closer and closer to his own death, and he ended up grabbing an apple and just eating that. And I thought that was such a funny thing to do, because usually when there is a character that eats an apple, it's a villain, right?
Yeah.
Usually that's kind of what we associate in our heads, or like someone that's just like badass. But I think in this moment, it was very much like him accepting both sides of himself. He is the villain, but he is the villain to the right people, and I think that makes him, and always has made him, such a fascinating character. This is a person that carries both, and I feel like now he's finally at peace with the fact that he's not just a villain. He's not just capable of revenge and violence and death. He understands all of those things. He even says it in this, right? He understands pain. He understands weakness. But I feel like in this one, he had the time to explore the opposites of all of those bad things, right? It's the peace, it's camaraderie, it's community, opening yourself up to people, new experiences. And even though it's just about, trying that coffee one time, it's still a big leap for him.
Yeah.
Especially because he is so closed off. So seeing him open up slowly, seeing him smile more in a genuine way was wonderful. Like, and the visual storytelling really, really helped with that. Because like towards the end, the color grading became a little bit more warm again. The colors popped a little bit more. And, in the end, obviously they're celebrating most likely like a soccer team or football team, depending on where you're at. The football team winning a game, and, it's all in blue, right? It's the blues and the whites, and it's colorful. And he gets to be a part of that now. And I thought that was such a beautiful ending.
It was a great way to close off that entire entire arc. I thought it was brilliant. And yeah, like you mentioned, going back to the visuals, even the way they frame him, it's almost like how they frame a monster in a monster movie, you know, like in the dark, and then just the way it's angled. It's like, yeah, it's either the bad guy or the monster that's going to come and kill us all.
Right.
But of course, in this context, it means it's our hero. And I think I love that. I wonder if we're seeing it, one, because it could be very highly stylized and it's unique, but I wonder if it's in a way like the visual representation of what Robert McCall thinks of himself. Like he is this larger than life in a way being who can take on all of these people at the same time. And perhaps, you know, that imagery kind of invokes that feeling of there is some darkness, right? But sometimes you got to use that darkness to get to a brighter place. And I like that a lot. I also like that they mentioned like, yeah, he's a man of patterns. We know that he, you know, he's obviously he does have OCD. And I like that, like you said, like taking that massive step of moving away from patterns and trying new things show us that he is ready to, you know, confront other things in life, you know, work on himself a little bit and get to have experiences that maybe he's never had because he never has had the opportunity, which is really nice to see. You know, it's in a way, I think it's the perfect ending for his character. I don't know if they intend to do more. I would, like you said, I would be super game to see another one, but at the same time, I think this was a really, really sweet ending. I thought it was perfectly placed. Also super, super cool that Dakota Fanning was in this. I mean, that reunion was fantastic. And of course, thank you guys so much for suggesting that we watch Man on Fire before we jump into this, because of course it definitely did help, because we just saw both of these guys, you know, working on that film and seeing them again was definitely great. And it puts time into perspective, right? It's crazy to see her as a grown woman, you know, in this role. And, you know, in a way, it kind of gives you a weird sense of history between these characters, even though we haven't seen that on screen for that long, you know, that was great.
Yeah, it was so sentimental seeing them both right after, for them, you know, it's been years since they last worked together. And I am so curious as to what it felt like for both of them, right? Because in a way, like for him, it's like, you know, last time he worked with her, she was a little girl, you know,
just a kid,
and now she's a grown-up, you know. And I have to say, the fact that she was able to, you know, retain such gravitas and so much charisma next to someone like Denzel is incredible. Like her gaze was so steady and her sass and her banter is so reminiscent of her mom, right?
Yeah, when you look back, it's like, I could see where the attitude came from.
Exactly. And all of those things kind of culminated in such a wholesome, but also like, it's like a twinge of like sadness there, you know, of the years passing and all of us are kind of growing up and seeing how different they both are, but how they're still very much the same in a lot of ways, you know, like the talent and how magnetic they both are and have always been is so much fun to watch. And like their chemistry, just as it was back then in Man on Fire, their chemistry is still right there. And it was such a joy, man. Like I was in shock when I saw her. I was like, oh my God, okay, like what are they gonna do, you know? And the scenes that they ended up including, it was wonderful, because their relationship and the way they talk to each other reminded me a lot of how they talk to each other in Man on Fire, right? It's like
the back and forth banter.
Exactly. And her, in a way, seeing him clearer than he can see himself, right? And him being like that guiding force for her. And that was such a wonderful feeling. And I was so taken aback, like in a very positive way, at how well they worked with each other again after all of these years. Like that must have been such a cool experience for both of them.
Guys, so far, so great. I mean, all three of these movies were a great time. Each and every single one of them had their own specific tone in a way, and they're slightly different tones. And I like that the director keeps pushing to do something different with the character. They're not bringing him back and try to redo something that already worked and try to make it better. They explore different, you know, lanes that they can kind of dig in and find new elements to bring forth, you know, from this character to the audience. And I think getting to explore Robert McCall through all three of these movies has been an excellent journey. The action sequences have been absolutely wild. I thought this one was, even though, like I said, it was smaller in scale in a way, which is interesting. When I'm saying in scale, I mean the action pieces. Obviously, the whole scale of the movie is much bigger because they're in a different country and all that stuff. But even though it was smaller in scale when it comes to action, I thought that because of it, the action actually hit a bit harder. There was a personal motivation behind it. It was harsh. It was fast. It was brutal.
And intimate.
And that also reflected in how Denzel Washington's performance, how different it was here. I like that there was a sense of almost a bit of desperation in his voice, almost like I cannot get away from this life. Like that amount of anger he had is both anger at them for making him do this essentially, but also, you know, the situational anger in a way that, you know, no matter what he does, he can't seem to escape this life. And there was I like that. Like there's anger there, but it's not just direct for the reasons that you would assume he's angry. Obviously he's angry at them for, you know, being douchebags, but there's more to that. And I think the layers he's able to bring forth when you see him act is phenomenal. It's not just someone that's angry. There's pain in there, but that pain is helping him move forward. And that pain is what really makes him, you know, do the things he does and why he's so empathetic towards the people that suffer, right? Because it's always about the people that suffer. Whenever he sees someone suffering, he understands.
He can't look away.
He wants to be there to help them because he knows what it's like. And as soon as they cross the line there, that scene in the plaza, I love that because that scene I think was one of the best performances out of all three films in the Equalizer series. One of his best performances there. Just basically trying to warn them, but also saying you're dead. You know, you're gonna die.
Right.
Because of this.
Yeah. But I love the choice of words here. I love that you said desperation because that it really is what it is, right? I think this time is different for him because he's actually invested now because he was forced to spend the time, right? He can't just be like, oh yeah, or sure. Not that he didn't care about other people that he lived close to. Not that he didn't care before, but this is different. He actually got to know them a lot more intimately and they got to know him. This is a connection
to a whole place, not just like an apartment building or one person. This is like an entire town.
Right.
Right. And you feel invested. You know, you love the shops. You love the people that work in them. You love the lifestyle. It's different.
Yeah. And how they embraced him as well. So like he got to taste what a normal life could feel like. Cause like even before he got back into this life with the first Equalizer movie, he was living a normal life. He was working at, you know, the faux Home Depot place.
Yeah.
But he still wasn't fulfilled. Obviously, we could tell, right?
Yeah, he wasn't happy. He wasn't sleeping well and all these things. Yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, we know how, you know, stress, anxiety, sleeping problems, they can definitely aggravate the symptoms of a lot of mental illnesses. And you could tell that they exacerbated each other, right? He was like in this vicious cycle. And that's why it was so interesting to see him start to get a little bit better. So it was about him finally getting a taste of that normalcy and like being happy and just being able to kind of sit back and relax, even though he was forced into it because of his injuries. But that's what life does, right? And so now that he had a taste of that, that's also part of the desperation, right? Like he wants to hold on to this now because he feels welcomed and he is welcoming. I don't think he's experienced that before, probably since his wife. Right? To feel at home, to feel comforted, to feel taken care of, and, you know, not asking any questions, which is why they were like, oh, you know, you had a fall. You know, they weren't there to judge him. They just kind of went with it, you know, and that's such a precious thing. And because it was so rare for him, like we've seen it, like people have been kind to him before, but this just hit different. And you can totally understand where he's coming from. Like it's a different kind of rage, right?
Yeah, because he allowed himself to be vulnerable to this, and now it's being taken away from him, and that's when it got it went a little too far there.
Yeah, and I understand. It's like this is not just about the other people. This is about your peace as well, and you have to protect it.
Yeah, you deserve it.
Yeah, you deserve it, and those people deserve it too. Like you said, they deserve better. So the fact that this is the outcome makes me very, very happy for him. I think this is like the best possible outcome. I thought that because it's the third one that they were going to kill him off or something. I was hoping that wouldn't be the case, especially once I saw Dakota Fanning. I'm like, oh my God.
We don't need another one. Please
no,
don't do it. Yes.
Don't put me through that again. But I'm happy that we got, you know, this kind of a happy ending.
Yeah, this was phenomenal, guys. Thank you so much for recommending this series to us. Thank you so much for just joining us through the entire journey. We hope that you guys enjoyed. And as always, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.
See ya.